Hello, everyone, and welcome back to another episode of The Last Remnant. I am Moron, because I finished recording this episode and did not export my audio, because I'm a complete and utter... I had a brain fart, So in this episode, we're going to be continuing where we left off. We were in the Gasland Caves, trying to find our sister Arena. So we're going to be heading to the very handy-dandy teleportation stone, which I remember having some interesting fun in because the camera zoomed in and out whenever I hit the arrow keys. It was very bizarre, and I had a good time with it, as you can see. Alright, and... Alright, we're going to be heading back to Athlum to go talk with David, or Dave, whatever you want to call him. And I express my concerns about this game, and I'll express it in a timely interval when we hit into the next mission. Alright, so we're going to talk to David. And he says, I appreciate your assistance at the Gasland Caves. I see Miss Arena was not there. Perhaps there is a clue to be found with the unsavory types seen gathering at the Robelia Castle ruins. Pagus, I leave the rest to you. I look forward to working with you, Rush. Very bad impersonation. And I talk to David or something. Oh, I'm checking if there's new dialogue, which there is not. So then I hit the very awkwardly placed map button and head back to the world map. So into which the Robelia Castle ruins randomly appears on our map, and we can just insta-teleport there. Because how good would it be to just be able to insta-teleport everywhere? Seriously. And here I talk about how awesome it would be to actually walk to the Robelia Castle ruins from Athlum instead of just teleporting there. I feel like that breaks the immersion a little bit. So, Rush, we're about to walk into a den of monsters, so look sharp. We'll be fine as long as we handle each one individually. Take this. It's an Alizarin orb. It will enable you to use mystic arts. Mystic arts? Perhaps the term spell is more common. It's a way to channel energy through your weapon with fantastic results. Huh. With this Alizarin orb, you can channel spells through weapons as well, and now you can attack enemies with mystic arts. Cool, thanks a lot. Additionally, let me give you this map of the area with these. You should be ready for anything. I missed the last part. Invocations, and here I'm look at the map trying to figure out what the hell an invocation is. It turns out an invocation is just basically means magic. Invocation is magic, essentially. Which means I can cast level 1 spark. And I attempt to change everything and found that I can't and get really PO'd about it. But yeah, I'm talking in the last recording I did, I talk about the shortcomings of this game. Like, it seems like it wants to do a lot of different things. Also, I'm going to be speeding up during all the combat, so I'll see you guys in a minute. Oh. These monsters here are weak against mystic arts. You do best to concentrate on mystic attacks. I'm here with you, so you shouldn't have any trouble. Okay, I'll give it a go. Well then, shall we?
Let's clean up these fiends!
There's still
plenty of power left in his heart. What a glorious day!
But yeah, this game seems like it wants to be a million different things. Like, it has the combat mechanics of where the enemies are actually roaming on the map of a couple other Square Enix games. I don't remember exactly which ones they were. I don't remember a lot of the Final Fantasy off the top of my head, to be totally honest. Like, I know with the big ones, I know 7 was Cloud and 8 was Squall and Leon. That's about it. Oh, and of course Final Fantasy 10 and 13.
Let's do this! Come on, let's kick some A! Like that hurt! Haha, sweet!
However, back to my original point, there was one of them where the enemies are roaming on the map. I think it was 13. I can't really remember. That was a long time ago that I played those. So it has that mechanic with, it's like a Civilization-esque, like, weird beat-em-up sections. Like the Union fights and everything. They're just weird. Like, why can't it just be me and this Pagus guy beating up 2 monsters instead of me and my little goblin buddy and Pagus and his human buddy as these units? It seems unnecessarily complicated. It may be interesting, but it's unnecessarily complicated for me, at least.
We're counting on you! Guys, they're to the sides! Get ready!
Let's clean up these fiends!
Sweet!
So, yeah, it just... And then you have the map travel system, where it just... It feels like I'm just kind of moving to the next point, like the next mission. Like, well, I suppose that's probably how it's supposed to feel. Like, it's supposed to feel like you're in command of this army and you don't have time to be going and exploring through the wilderness, climbing random trees and shit. It just... It kind of comes off a little awkward. And I'm not surprised that's why this game is getting kind of mediocre reviews. It's upsetting because this game has a very Lost Odyssey feel to it. And I loved the Lost Odyssey. I played that game forever. I think that game was like 4 discs on the X. I think it was 4 discs on the Xbox 360. I got to the beginning of the 4th disc, and my friend said, "Hey, can I borrow it?" So he borrowed it and got all the way to the 4th disc, and I wasn't playing anymore, so I let him have it. And I just never got it back.
Let's do this! The winner's the one who strikes first, yeah? Come on, let's kick some A! How you like that? Let's do this!
Let's clean up these fiends. Are you all right?
Sweet!
So yeah, it just kind of feels like it wants to be everywhere. Like it doesn't have a defined style or anything. Yeah. It's not a bad game to play. It really isn't. The combat's interesting, to say the least. Do like with all the deadlocks, and I'm not gonna. I'm trying to keep my channel very focused on the story, given there's not a lot of story here. We're going to find his sister who is kidnapped by a flying demon guy. That's it, really. We know right now. I'm trying to keep this about the story, though, so I'm not going to bog you guys down with the weird, interesting quirks of the combat, like the deadlock system, the interference system, assisting, flank strikes, rear strikes. It's all... Now that I've played the game more after this, it makes sense to me in a really weird kind of way. And I'll explain it in bigger stage boss battles and everything. I definitely explained it a couple of videos down from here. But at this point in the game, all I gotta worry about is, oh hey, these guys are weak against Mystic. Oh hey, these guys are weak against Physical. That's it right now. And then it gets even worse from there. Alright, here I'm trying to aggro these two guys and having a hell of a time doing it.
Let's do this!
So it's definitely entertaining to play. However, I don't know how entertaining it is to watch, which is going to be the big thing. Like, I'm not expecting my channel to get huge or anything. By no means huge. I don't think I can handle that. All that pressure and everything. But yeah, I don't know if this is going to be entertaining to watch. I really don't. Then again, I'm watching Azaric, Rise of Parathia, done by one of my favorite YouTubers, Wooden Potatoes. It's probably finished by the time this video actually comes out, but that game is just as bad as this. It's just as bad. The combat's wonky at the best of times. The story is horrible, but that game is fascinating to watch. So I hope this comes off with the same kind of vibe. And now here we're thrown with 3 doors, and I choose the right door. I say the left in my original recording and then laugh about it for about 5 minutes. Talk about how stupid I am on occasion.
Let's do this.
And then I complain about the fucked up controls because you see I do the attack animation because for some reason this game is built for controllers. I mean, all this navigation I have to do is with the frickin' arrow keys. It's ridiculous. And to aggro people, you have to hit space to actually interact. It's enter. It's just the weirdest controls. And then we fight these. Oh, excuse me. Fucked up looking.
Let's do this.
Basilisk things.
The best defense is a good offense. That was effective. There's still plenty of power left in these old bones.
Yeah, that was a weird fight. Those things are really creepy looking. They remind me of one of the first bosses from Final Fantasy X, where you fight with Seymour and everything, in horrible, horrible battle.
So, as you see, remnants are nothing more than evil charms meant to add to the depravity of man. You may not see the effects now, but not far into the future, terrible disaster awaits. By then, it will be too late to change our sinful ways. Men are meant to work hard and make their own way. We must not accept the temptations of easy life that remnants provide. Stand up and fight! The first step is here. We will strike Athlum with the hammer of justice! See our allies here, dressed as Athlumian soldiers. They will infiltrate that city of sin and cause a disturbance. That will be our chance. Come, let us liberate the people from their chains.
What the heck is this?
Seems like an anti-remnant activist rally.
Sounds more like anti-remnant terrorist activity to me. Whatever they're planning's gotta be dangerous.
Who's there? Oh, it seems we have guests. Lackeys of that magic-abusing Marquis of Athlum. Look closely at their faces, shining with depravity. Whoa! For it is too late for these unbelievers to be saved. Yet they can serve some purpose. A prelude to the cleansing of Athlum. We shall christen our movement with the blood of these servants of evil!
This guy's psycho!
Prepare yourselves!
I suppose there's naught we can do but fight.
Alright, this is our third boss? Yeah, third boss. This is the anti-Remnant activists. And why we're fighting activists? I don't know. Because we don't know what Remnants are. I'm assuming Remnants are like the big gun that David shot in the very first episode. Called, the game blocking was called Bold, something like that. But they kind of remind me of Machina from Final Fantasy X, where they're like forbidden machines and shit, except they're totally alright in this universe. That's the best I can get out of it. Actually, I'm gonna. But yeah, it's weird. I don't know what the hell a remnant is. So it's very difficult to explain, like, why you'd ever be upset about it. Anyway, I'm gonna quickly look through the wiki and see if I can find exactly what the hell a remnant is. Battle strategies, equipment, unions.
Keep it together! Smash him from the side!
Okay, strangely enough, there's like nothing on this game. Like, the wiki's surprisingly barren of stuff. Like, the side quests aren't even all the way filled out on this. So apparently this game came out and went nowhere. At least in the English version of it. I don't know about the Japanese version of it, or the Chinese version of it. Whatever other languages is coming out of. So, I can't tell you much more about it. This is, you guys know about as much as I do, and if I'm missing something, feel free to let me know in the comments, and if it's good, if it's substantial, and I do my background research on it, and I'll bring it up. I'll bring it up then. But at this point, I know zilch. So, sorry. Alright, and here we're going to start doing what we usually do, and we're going to talk from left to right, starting with the big fish guy, ending with Pagus. Alright, the big fish guy says, "Remnants aren't a necessity, why can't we understand that?" I think that's a girl. She says, "Get away from me, Remnant user!" Okay, next. "Arena, I've never heard of her." As you can see, all these people are the most helpful people in the world. "Wait, what are you trying to do? Leave me alone." We won't give in to oppression." "Help, help, I'm being repressed." "To have such overwhelming power, no. Remnants are nothing but trouble." What does Pagus got to say? "Miss Arena wasn't here? I see, although perhaps it is for the best. For now, let us return to Athlum." Okay, and there is a conveniently placed teleportation stone that I'm assuming is going to be a staple at the end of every mission, because that's kind of the vibe they're giving off. Dungeon Crawler, 2008, 6, 8 or 6. I think this is 2006. Alright, and I'm going to end the episode in a very casual place against this wall. So leave me a like, a favorite, a comment, a subscribe, and I will see you guys on the next episode of The Last Remnant.